What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my February 2021 Q&A. I'm trying to do this on the last Friday of each month and everything. I had got some questions from some of my subscribers and some friends on Facebook, so thought I'd go ahead and do this video. So the first 3 questions are from Adam Minzer. The first one is funny ex-girlfriend stories. One of my old ex-girlfriends, she, a lot of people that are watching this video might know her through Facebook and stuff. She goes by Miss Sour Egg. She doesn't want me to say her name on here. But she, one time her parents, their car got egged by one of the neighbors. It was a kid that went to school with us that did it. And she was running her mouth all day how she was gonna kick her butt and everything. And when finally came to it and stuff, and they did start fighting and everything, she pretty much got her butt kicked and got swung by the hair and everything. It was a really funny fight though, because neither one of them could fight very good, and it was just really funny watching her get swung by her hair and stuff. So yeah, that probably the funny ex-girlfriend story for me. And then next one is, can we get a house tour? Yeah, I might do that sometime. That actually kind of sounds like a fun idea of a video to do, something different. I might try to do that sometime. And then the last one from him is Steven Seagal actually insane? I honestly don't know. I haven't really kept up with Steven Seagal. I don't really know much about him, so maybe he is. I don't really know. Okay, these next 2 are from Kenny Havoc. The first one is, what is your preferred Chipotle menu item? I've actually never been to Chipotle. I've always wanted to go there. I've just never have. So I really don't know how to answer that. And then the other one is also, when are we doing a collab? I don't know, we should try to figure out something and get together and do a collab sometime. That'd be a lot of fun. These next 4 are from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. The first question is, favorite Britney Spears songs? Well, I think my most favorite is probably Oops, I Did It Again, and then also Hit Me Baby One More Time, Toxic, Every Time. I like pretty much all of her songs, so she's one of my favorite singers of all time and everything. Obviously, I know I've talked about her quite a bit and everything. I might do a top 10 list of my favorite songs of hers sometime. Next is the oldest music act you've ever heard. Probably Ma Rainey. I had listened to a little bit of her after watching the movie Ma Rainey's Black Bottom and everything. That way I could see what she really sounded like. I know they played a little bit of her music in the credits, but I looked her up on YouTube. It was either before or after, I can't remember, but right around the time I watched that movie. I actually think I might have listened to it before the movie. I can't remember. But yeah, so I'd probably say Ma Rainey. Favorite Disney Channel movies? My most favorites are the High School Musical movies, but I also love Camp Rock, Teen Beach Movie, Lemonade Mouth, Descendants, Phineas and Ferb movie. There are a lot of Disney Channel movies that Under Wraps, which was a really great one from the 90s, and was kind of the one that started the Disney Channel original movie trend. Halloween Town, and there's a lot of other really good ones and everything. I might actually have to do a top 10 favorite Disney Channel movies sometime too. Let me know in the comments, Big D, if you want me to do my top 10 Britney Spears songs and my top 10 Disney Channel movies, and if you want me to, I'll try to do them. Also, the last one from him is favorite Reese Witherspoon movies. Well, I think my most favorite is The Man in the Moon, which was her first movie, where at least first starring role. I think it was her very first movie in general. She was amazing in that movie, but I also love Cruel Intentions and Fear, and Walk the Line. I love all of those movies. I think they're all really good, and Freeway is a really good independent movie she was in, and A Far Off Place, a really underrated Disney movie. And I like her voice work and sing in Monsters vs. Aliens as well. But I like most of her movies. The only one that I really can't stand is Legally Blonde 2. I just absolutely hate Legally Blonde 2. I like the first movie, so okay, but I definitely would have to say Legally Blonde 2 and How Do You Know, which stars Jack Nicholson and Owen Wilson and Paul Rudd. I didn't like that one very much either, but besides those two, I like most of her movies. And another one of my favorites is Sweet Home Alabama, which was my introduction to her. I almost forgot to mention that one. Next is from Dr. Bons von Gibbels Meckelgruber. He's got 5 questions. Okay, so the first one is favorite South Park character. I'd probably go with Eric Cartman. He's just really savage and absolutely hilarious. Worst thing you've ever seen? I'd rather not talk about it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't talk about it. It's hard to even think about. Favorite fast food restaurant you eat at the most? Probably McDonald's, to be honest. I love their chicky nuggies. The worst customer you've ever dealt with? There's been a few. I haven't actually had a whole lot of bad encounters with customers, luckily. There was one time that cussed me out for us not having any shopping carts inside the store. They were all on the outside, I guess. And I was pushing a cart that was full of stuff that I was putting back on the shelves, and I got cussed out by one of them, or by the customer for that, and everything. She needed a cart and stuff. And then there was one time I got that I was at Burger King. It didn't really directly happen towards me, but it was towards more everybody working and everything. There was this lady that was ordered 16 hamburgers, and she was being really rude to everybody. More the assistant manager and stuff, and she started using racial slurs and being racist and stuff and everything. It was really messed up. Yeah, so those were definitely the worst ones but the one that I actually had direct contact with, it was really worst for when it was more just me, was the one from the one at the shopping cart. Next is favorite date you've ever been on. When I went with my girlfriend to see Shrek Forever After, it was the last time I got to see her. She passed away a few months afterwards and everything. She had cancer, and it was the last date I got to take her on and everything. Next is from Amanda Lomer. What is a food that you would tell your enemies is really good but actually tastes really bad in order to make them uncomfortable? I don't know. I honestly don't really know. I'm really picky. If food smells weird or doesn't look good to me, usually I don't eat it, to be honest. So I don't really know what a good thing would be to choose. And some things that people don't like chicken liver. I love chicken liver, so I would say that. But yeah, because I got tricked into eating chicken liver one time, and I actually ended up loving it. But yeah, so I don't really know what to say on that one. If I can think of anything, I'll come back to it. I guess if I had to choose, smoked sausage, but I know most people like smoked sausage. Just don't really like it. Next is from Tomorrow Cinema. What is the deciding factor for picking a film to review? Genre, if it's topical, like upcoming sequel or remake, or is it based on what's near and dear to your heart? It's a little bit of all of that. A lot of times I'll be reviewing movie franchises and stuff to prepare for a movie that I've been really looking forward to. Like for example, I'm going to be reviewing all of Zack Snyder's movies and at least the 2 DCEU movies that he's directed so far, in preparation for the Snyder Cut. I'm gonna review all the DCEU movies more than likely, but I'm at least gonna, before the Snyder Cut, at least try to do all of his movies that he's directed. But sometimes I like just reviewing movies that I really love. Like the other day I did Pirates of the Caribbean just because I really wanted to, because I really like Pirates of the Caribbean. I also like taking requests and stuff. I haven't been taking requests as much lately because I've got quite a few left that I still need to do. But from last time I took requests, so that's the reason I haven't really been taking them lately, but I try to do them as quick as I can when I do get them. And everything. So yeah, I'd just say a little bit of all of those reasons that you mentioned. These next two are from Boppo Dan. First one is, where is my question? I'm not exactly sure what question you mean, but that question, I guess I just answered that one. Next is, want to buy a radio? I would, but I actually just got one literally just a couple weeks ago, so I actually don't really need one right now. If I did, I probably would be interested. These next two are from Soup. First one is, what is the population of Guatemala? I actually looked it up just out of curiosity after you asked me that. It said at least on Google anyway, it said 16.6 million as of 2019. I'm guessing the population probably has changed since then, but that's all I got on that one. And then next is, who's the best Avengers? I go with Iron Man, Thor, Spider-Man, and I really like Scarlet Witch and Black Widow as well. Those are my main favorite Avengers. And I love Black Panther too. Yeah. The next question is from Eunuch. He said, who is the best Batman? I'd probably, my favorite one is Kevin Conroy. He's just absolutely perfect as Batman in Batman the Animated Series, and it's just does such a great job. But if I had to go with like the live action Batmans, which I think is more of who you're referring to, I'd probably say Michael Keaton is my favorite. But I also I love Ben Affleck. I think he's amazing as Batman, and I also love Adam West. He's great too, and I've always liked Val Kilmer. Thought he was really underrated. I don't like George Clooney at all. I think he's easily the worst Batman, and everything. He's a really great actor, and he just put zero effort into Batman and Robin. And Christian Bale, I think he's so-so in the role. I think he's better as Bruce Wayne, though. I don't really like him as Batman because of that voice that he does. I don't like his Batman voice very much. But yeah, my favorite is definitely Michael Keaton, as far as live action ones go. But my top favorite, most favorite out of all of them would be Kevin Conroy. These next two are from Custom Roller Coasters. What is your favorite roller coaster park? Well, I haven't really been to any like roller coaster parks, but like amusement park I go to has like 3 or 4 roller coasters, which I say I go there, but I actually haven't been there in about almost 15 years. It'll be 15 years in June since the last time I went there. It's called Frontier City. It's a local park here in Oklahoma. And my favorite roller coaster out there is the Wildcat. I just absolutely love that one. It's one that goes up and down a bunch of hills. It doesn't go upside down. But they also had a couple other ones. The last time I went out there, the Silver Bullet, which is a really, really fun one, and then the Diamondback, it goes upside down, goes straight down, upside down in a loop, and then goes backwards. Both of those are really cool roller coasters too, but my favorite one is the Wildcat. I know they have a new one out there that I haven't rode yet. I don't know when I'll ever go back out there again, because it's a long ways away from where I live and everything. I just don't really have a way out there, and I just haven't been in years. I'd like to go out there again. And what ride would you never ride again? There's this one called the Hangman. I probably wouldn't ride that one again, just because I really don't like heights and stuff. And riding a roller coaster, of course, you have to go up high and stuff. But the Hangman, it's one of those rides that takes you up really high, and then it drops you really fast and stuff. I was terrified to ride it the one time that I did ride it and everything. And another reason I probably won't ever ride it again is I actually think that it's not there anymore. I think it's one of the rides. I know they've done a lot of stuff at Frontier City. They took out a lot of different rides, and I think that's one of the ones they took out. So that's the main reason I'd never ride it again. It's more, not as much that I'm scared of it, it's more that I just don't think it's out there anymore. These next four are from Brian Jensen. First one is your least favorite YouTuber. I actually don't know. There's this one that I listened to one of her random videos at work, just on my work listens, that I just save a bunch of videos that look like they'd be interesting to listen to while I'm working. And it was supposed to be about the twin girls that was on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, the British girls, and she turned the entire thing into being racist and talking about racism and stuff in the video that had nothing to do with Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and stuff. And so I really didn't enjoy that video, and I probably won't ever listen to any of her other stuff, but I can't remember her name. I'd know it if I see her in a video or something. That's how I know to ignore it, but I can't remember the name of the person. And favorite, or also, you would also said least favorite YouTube video. I don't really know. I guess I'd say the one that I was just talking about, the one about the Sweet Life girls. I just really didn't find it entertaining. Next is worst smelling fast food restaurant. I'm gonna go with Burger King, because I still have that smell engraved into my nose and stuff from working there for a few months last year. I worked there like from January to May of last year, and I can't get that smell out of my head. And that's, when I think of restaurants, that's always the first one that pops in my head. Plus, it wasn't really that they stunk really bad, but part of it is I just want to throw shade at them because of how big of bullies and stuff they were up there. Next is Clyde. Not exactly sure what you mean on that. I guess I'll answer your Clyde question with another question. Bonnie? Then next is favorite color. I have two favorite colors. I debate between which one's my favorite, but I probably would say my favorite is purple. I've always just loved that color. I don't know why, but purple's always just been my favorite color. But I also love green a lot too. Next is from Miss Sour Egg. Jonas Brothers or Britney Spears? Of course, Britney Spears, easily. You're probably shocked. If you would have asked me that 10 years ago, I probably would have said the Jonas Brothers, but but I've always loved Britney Spears a lot, and I definitely easily like her more than the Jonas Brothers. Next is from my MaxiPad loving friend Troy Willis. If the rumor is true, what do you think about Jennifer Lawrence playing Sue Storm in the MCU Fantastic Four movie? I think that it's already been debunked, but if it was true, I'd be okay with it. I think that Kevin Feige and them know what they're doing when it comes to their casting and everything. I know a lot of people would have really been against it because they don't like Jennifer Lawrence and stuff because of between her political views and just how awful she was in the X-Men movies, which if she goes in there playing like she did in X-Men, then yeah, I would definitely not want it, but she has proven to be a great actress in other roles. The movies, when you can tell she's really wanting to be in the movies, she can be really great, and if she's really into it, I think she would be a good choice for Sue Storm, although she wouldn't be my number one choice. Even close, she definitely wouldn't be the person I would choose for Sue Storm. There's someone in particular that I really want to play Sue Storm. Next is from Nitro Eric. Is Russia the biggest country in the world? To be honest, I don't know. It might be, but I'm not really for sure. I remember them telling us that in school and stuff, what the biggest countries and stuff were, but to be honest, it's been so long I don't really remember. But I think it is, but I could be wrong. The next three are from Marcus Will Turner, one of my good buddies on Facebook. Any films you're excited for coming out this year? I'm really looking forward to Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm extremely excited for that one, and Black Widow, and pretty much all the MCU movies that are coming out this year. I'm really looking forward to, if they still get released. Venom, which isn't MCU, but I'm looking forward to that one, and Candyman. And of course Cry Macho, which is one of my most anticipated movies, a Clint Eastwood movie that he's doing. It comes out in December. I'm really excited for that one. Any put on hold films you want to see this year? Like I said, the MCU ones that were put on hold from last year, Black Widow, Eternals, and then of course Candyman, which I mentioned. And the one that I'm the most excited for this year that was put on hold is Halloween Kills. I just absolutely can't wait for this movie. I love the Halloween from 2018, and I can't wait to see what happens next with that one. And what films from last year do you want to check out that you missed? There's actually quite a few on Netflix that I haven't watched yet. I need to get around to watching. One of them is Devil All the Time. Everyone's been telling me how good that one is. I need to watch it, and I want to see The Croods: A New Age really bad. I still haven't seen that one yet. And then there's quite a few on Disney Plus. The Ivan one that's about a gorilla. I haven't seen that one yet. And Godmothered, and there's a few on there that came out last year that I haven't watched yet. I need to get around to watching those. I've been so busy working on other movies that I've been wanting to watch that I just haven't got around to them yet. And the next question is from Savini Jason. Who do you think will win in Godzilla vs. Kong? I want it to be Kong. I really do, but I think it's going to be Godzilla. I'll be very surprised if it isn't, because most of this MonsterVerse has revolved around Godzilla. Kong, it's only had one movie, and Godzilla's had two, and I don't think they're gonna give it to Kong. It would be awesome if they did, but I don't think they will. Next is from Malcolm Cooper. Which movies are you looking forward to this year? Like I said when Marcus asked me, pretty much the same question. Black Widow, Spider-Man, Halloween. I'm trying to think of some ones though that I didn't mention that I'm really excited about. I kind of am looking forward to Cruella a little bit. Raya and the Last Dragon is out next week. I'm planning on trying to go see that one. I'm really excited for that one. And I'm looking forward to the Snyder Cut, of course. But yeah, so those are just some of them. I've actually done a couple of top 10 lists for movies I was most looking forward to this year, so if you want to check those out. These next two are from Ty Jensen. First one is, have you seen WandaVision? Yep, I've been keeping up with it every week. I absolutely love it. Great show, and I'm ready for it to be over with next week so we can finally know what all's going on and where everything's leading to, but at the same time I don't want it to end. But I absolutely love WandaVision. It's such a great show. And then his other question is, which was the first MCU movie you've seen in the cinema? Let's see, I think, Avengers Age of Ultron was the very first one I saw. I almost went to see Iron Man 2 when it came out and everything, but like I've said before in other videos, Toy Story 3 really took over that summer for me. I saw that movie multiple times when I could have seen Iron Man 2. I regret not going to see it. I could have seen the first Iron Man in the theater, and dummy me went to see the second Narnia movie, which was an okay movie, but Iron Man was way better. Incredible Hulk I wasn't looking forward to seeing, so I didn't see it in the theater. And Thor and Captain America, I don't know why I didn't go see those. I think it was just I didn't really get to go to the movies as often at that time when those two were released. So when I did, I was seeing other movies. But yeah, Avengers Age of Ultron was my first MCU theater experience. I've gone to see every single one of them since then except for Ant-Man. The first Ant-Man is the only one that I haven't gone to see since Age of Ultron. The last question is from Mike Trueluck, aka the Atheist Dummy. Favorite quote from the Shrek movies? I don't even know. There are so many good quotes in the Shrek movies. I'd probably go with they judge me before they even know me. Something about that quote always just, I've always liked that one, so I guess I'd say that. But yeah, so anyway, that's all the questions I've gotten for my Q&A of February 2021. I'll do my announcement for March here within the next few weeks when it gets closer to time. But thank you all for the questions. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody. Okay, I got a couple more questions from Big D. The first one is, have I seen John Carpenter's The Thing? Yes, I have. I actually watched it back in October of 2019 as part of my 31 Days of Horror. Now, I absolutely love The Thing. I used to watch it all the time as a kid. I think I reviewed it, though, during my 31 Days of Horror that year. But I don't remember. It might not even be up anymore, because I accidentally deleted one of my reviews from back then, and that might have been the one I accidentally deleted. But I do love that movie. And the next one is, are you going to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney Plus? Yes, I'm definitely planning on watching it. Can't wait to see it. I might be reviewing WandaVision here pretty soon after the last episode comes out. I'm thinking about reviewing each of these Marvel series as they go on after they're done, their seasons are done. So I probably won't review Falcon and the Winter Soldier until after it's done, but I'll probably review it at some point after that. But anyway, but yeah, so that was the last one from Big D.